In the heart of ancient Canaan lived a man named Abram. He was a man of great faith and vision, chosen by God for a special purpose. God promised Abram a great future, a destiny that would shape the course of history. A land flowing with milk and honey, rich and fertile, awaited him and his descendants. And descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, a promise of a legacy that would endure through the ages. Abram journeyed with his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot, sharing the blessings and challenges of their nomadic life. Lot, like Abram, prospered, and their bond grew stronger. His flocks grew, and his wealth increased, a testament to their hard work and God's favor. They lived together, two branches of a family tree, their roots intertwined, supporting each other through thick and thin. As their families and possessions multiplied, a problem arose. The land, once abundant, began to feel the strain of their growing needs. The land, once vast and plentiful, could no longer support both their herds. Resources became scarce, and tensions started to build. Disputes arose between the herdsmen, straining the bonds of family. The once harmonious coexistence was now threatened by conflict. Abram, a man of peace, proposed a solution. He sought to restore harmony and prevent further discord. He said to Lot, "Let there be no strife between you and me, for we are brethren." His words were a plea for unity and understanding. Abram, ever generous, offered Lot the first choice of land. It was a gesture of goodwill and selflessness. Lot, his gaze drawn by the lush plains of Jordan, chose the well-watered cities of the east. The fertile land promised prosperity and abundance. He settled toward Sodom, unaware of the darkness that festered within its walls. The choice would have consequences he could not foresee. And so the family, once united, became geographically divided. Their paths diverged, but the bond of family remained in their hearts. Welcome to Bible Stories and Chronicles channel. If you like to hear beautiful stories from Bible, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thank you. East of Jordan, a storm was brewing. 4 powerful kings from the east had united, their armies vast and their ambitions fierce. They marched through the land, conquering cities and seizing riches. The kings of Sodom and Gomorrah, where Lot had made his home, joined forces to resist. The battle raged in the valley of Siddim, a desolate place of tar pits. The kings of Sodom and Gomorrah, their armies shattered, fled in disarray. The victors, drunk on victory, plundered the cities of the plain, taking everything of value. Among the captives was Lot, his family and all his possessions, swept away by the tide of war. News of the disaster reached Abram, carried by a survivor who had escaped the carnage. He learned of the war, the defeat, and the capture of his nephew. Abram, though geographically distant, felt the pain of his kin. The bonds of family, though stretched, were not broken. Grief could have consumed Abram. He could have reasoned that Lot had made his choice, settling in a distant land, and was now reaping the consequences. But Abram was not a man to abandon his family. He heard the cries of his nephew's heart, felt the weight of responsibility. Abram resolved to act. He would rescue Lot no matter the cost. He was a man of peace, a shepherd, not a soldier. Yet in the face of injustice, he would become a warrior. He called upon his trained men, 318 strong, born and raised in his household, loyal and fierce. The odds were stacked against him. 4 armies, flush with victory, against his small band of shepherds. Yet Abram was not motivated by the logic of warfare, but by the love for his family and an unshakable faith in God. He would place his trust not in the size of his army, but in the power of his God. Word spread quickly through Abram's camp. Men saddled their donkeys, polished their swords, and strung their bows. There was a nervous energy in the air, a mixture of fear and determination. They had lived peaceful lives tending their flocks, but they were ready to answer their master's call. Among them were Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, Amorite allies, who had pledged their allegiance to Abram. They too prepared for battle, their warriors bolstering Abram's forces. The desert night echoed with the clang of metal, the whinny of horses, and the hushed prayers of men preparing to face their mortality. Abram, a seasoned leader, knew the importance of strategy. He divided his men into smaller, more agile units, leveraging their knowledge of the terrain. They would fight not as a conventional army but as a swift, relentless force, relying on surprise and the element of darkness. He was outnumbered, but not outmatched. Into the fray, a daring night raid. Under the cloak of darkness, Abram and his men set out. Their destination, Dan. It was a grueling journey, their determination fueled by a burning desire for justice. They marched through the night, their footsteps silent, their presence hidden by the shadows. Reaching Dan, they learned that the enemy, confident in their victory, had set up camp, celebrating their spoils. Abram, a shrewd tactician, decided to strike at night, using the cover of darkness to their advantage. He divided his men into further units, launching a multi-pronged attack on the unsuspecting enemy. The night exploded into chaos. The enemy, taken by surprise, scrambled to defend themselves, their revelry turning into panic. Abram's men, fueled by righteous anger and the element of surprise, fought with a ferocity that belied their numbers. The sound of clashing steel, cries of the wounded, and the thunder of hooves echoed through the valley. Victory against all odds, the enemy defeated. Abram's men, though outnumbered, fought with the courage of lions. They were fighting not just for Lot but for their families, their homes, and their way of life. Their arrows found their marks, their swords flashed in the moonlight, and their battle cries shook the enemy to their core. The enemy, despite their superior numbers, crumbled under the onslaught. Their ranks, once disciplined, dissolved into chaos. The kings, witnessing their armies falling apart, fled into the night, their dreams of conquest shattered. The tide of battle had turned, and victory belonged to Abram and his valiant men. Abram pursued the fleeing enemy as far as Hobah, north of Damascus, leaving no room for regrouping or counterattack. He broke the back of the enemy alliance, securing a decisive victory. This was no ordinary victory. It was a testament to the courage of a few against insurmountable odds, a triumph of faith over fear. Reunion and rejoicing, Lot returns home. With the enemy vanquished, Abram and his men returned to the ravaged land. There, amidst the debris of war, they found Lot, his family, and the people of Sodom, who had been taken captive. The reunion was joyous, tears of relief mingling with embraces of gratitude. Lot, overwhelmed with emotion, thanked his uncle for his bravery, for risking everything to save him and his family. The people of Sodom, too, expressed their gratitude, recognizing the courage of Abram, who had liberated them from the clutches of their captors. The victory brought immense relief and joy, but it was not a time for triumphalism. The land bore the scars of war, a stark reminder of the cost of conflict. Yet, amidst the ruins, there was hope. The bonds of family had been tested and proven strong. Abram's faith in God had been rewarded, and his courage had delivered his kin from captivity. The spoils of war, a king's gratitude. As Abram and his entourage returned from the battle, they were met by Melchizedek, the king of Salem, and a priest of God Most High. This meeting was not just a simple encounter, it was a moment of profound significance. Melchizedek, recognizing the divine hand in Abram's victory, blessed him, saying, "Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth." This blessing was a powerful acknowledgement of Abram's faith and the divine favor upon him. The king of Sodom, deeply grateful for his liberation, offered Abram all the spoils of war, a gesture of gratitude for saving his city. The offer was generous, reflecting the king's immense relief and appreciation. But Abram, a man of principle, refused the riches. He did not want anyone to say that his wealth came from the king of Sodom. He had not fought for wealth or personal gain, but for the sake of his family and for the justice of God. His motivations were pure and selfless. Abram's refusal was a testament to his character. It showed his unwavering commitment to his values and his trust in God's provision. He understood that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in his relationship with God, in the well-being of his family, and in the integrity of his actions. This understanding guided his every decision. He returned from the battle not laden with riches, but with the respect of kings and the blessings of God. His legacy was not measured in gold or silver, but in the honor and reverence he earned. A testament to faith and courage. Lessons from Abram's rescue. The story of Abram's daring rescue of Lot offers timeless lessons in courage, loyalty, and faith. It is a narrative that transcends time, reminding us of the core values that define humanity. Abram, faced with an impossible situation, chose action over apathy, courage over fear. His decision to act, despite the overwhelming odds, showcases the power of determination. He reminds us that we are not defined by the size of our challenges, but by the strength of our resolve. Every step he took was a testament to his unyielding spirit. Abram's unwavering commitment to his family teaches us the importance of loyalty. His actions were driven by a deep sense of responsibility and love. Despite the distance and disagreements, he never hesitated to answer the call of need. His journey was not just a physical one, but an emotional and spiritual quest. His actions underscore the enduring strength of family bonds, a bond that transcends physical boundaries and personal differences. It is a reminder that family is a source of strength and unity. Finally, Abram's story is a testament to the power of faith. His unwavering belief in a higher power guided him through the darkest times. He placed his trust in God, even when the odds seemed insurmountable. His faith was a beacon of hope, illuminating the path ahead. His victory serves as a reminder that faith is not passive hope, but a call to action, an unwavering belief that even in the darkest of times, we are not alone. It is a call to rise above our fears and doubts. Abram's story, passed down through generations, continues to inspire, encouraging us to face our own giants with the same unwavering courage, unwavering loyalty, and unwavering faith. It is a legacy that lives on, urging us to be our best selves. We will continue with another beautiful story from Bible in our next video. Subscribe so that you will not miss it. Thanks for watching.